Yo, we got Monday, April 17th, 9:30 a.m. Just got out the gym. And like I said before, the gym is like the farm. The gym's like the incubator. While I'm working out, I got so many thoughts, but like good thoughts. I'm spawning ideas almost like as I work out. And the idea that popped in my head today, right, is the answer. The answer. The answer you're looking for. The answer that you need. Where does that answer come from? So, for me, recently, or I'd say, recently as in like the past like 6 months or so, but really recently as in like the past couple of weeks or so, the answer was within me, and it's always within me. So I'm in situations, right, whether I'm hitting or I'm working on something for school or I'm working for something at my job. Let's say I'm hitting, right? Let's say this past weekend, for example, we played 2 games, and I kept getting beat on a changeup. I was missing some pitches early. I'm like the three at bats I'm thinking about. I missed fastball early, fouled it back. Missed a curveball one of the at bats. I got to 2 strikes, whatever. It was like 2-2 counts. I was having to grind a little bit because I was missing pitches. My swing wasn't fundamentally where I wanted it to be. I was kind of working more east to west and rolling over with my top hand rather than being north to south and punching through at the top end. And I could feel that. And I was trying to make the adjustment mid-game and, like, on deck, so when I got to the plate, I didn't think about it, but every time I got to the plate and I'm not thinking about it subconsciously, I was still doing the same mistake, and they kept going at me with the changeup on when I had 2 strikes and I was out front. So, what am I getting at here? The answer was within me because I went through my preparation, I learned how my body feels, what movements feel like what, producing what salts I feel like what. I understood how he was pitching at me, and I could diagnose myself. I'm essentially a doctor for myself when it comes to my swing. Now, the old me, I would have went and asked someone on the team, what does my swing look like? I would have went and asked my coach, what does my swing look like? What do you think? But recently I've had this urge, like I said, the past couple of weeks, where every time I felt like I needed an answer to something, I'm like, what is that? Or like, why is this happening? Or what's going on here? Every time I had the urge, there was like this little voice inside of me that was like, nah, you have the answer. They don't have the answer. Like, I got the answer. Just relax. Now, I have the answer, right? Well, yeah, I get that. Well, now it's the process. How do you pull that answer out from within you? You got to be still, and you got to be patient. You got to trust your process, because what you chase runs away from you. What you chase runs away from you. If I'm chasing the answer, trying to force it, try to grab an answer, it's just moving away from me. I'm not going to get it that way. But if I'm still and I'm patient and I'm going through my process, when you're still, everything flows around you and you receive what you need. But when you chase it, it runs away from you. When you're still and you're patient, it flows around you. And you're able to grasp what you need, get your answer that way. So the old version of me, right, that would have asked the coach or asked the teammate what's wrong with my swing, that's me chasing an answer. That's me looking for a Band-Aid for my cut. If you want a wound to heal, you're gonna have to, give that thing some time. You're gonna have to put some peroxide on that thing, put some Neosporin on it, then put your Band-Aid on. It's gonna take a few days. That's just being still, being patient, and let things flow around you. Like I said, me asking my coach, asking my teammate, look, what looks wrong with my swing? That's me trying to grab an answer, chase an answer, and it's running away from me. So I had the answer within, and back to my story, I kept working, right? We played, first game's a 7-inning game, second game's a 9-inning game. The glory of it is by my last at-bat of the first game, I figured it out. I kind of worked myself back into, like, the fundamental swing so that when I'm at the plate, I'm not thinking about it and I'm staying where I need to be. So by the time the second game comes around, they put in a lefty. And now, when I'm facing a lefty, I've hated facing lefties my whole life. But I've adjusted to it now, and I'm comfortable to the point where I know if my swing is on point, to a sense, I can produce the results that I want. So this lefty comes in, right? And now I'm just being still. I'm just kind of going one pitch at a time. I'm not thinking about too much outside of, like, what I'm doing at that pitch. If I'm defending, I'm defending. If I'm hitting, I'm hitting. If I'm on deck, I'm on deck. So while I'm on deck, I get this like download in my head. I don't like to say an idea pops in my head. It's almost like a file is downloaded in my head to, widen up my base, kind of almost toe tap, no stride, and just see it late. And that's not like a rocket science thing. That's not something I've never done before. That was just like a intuition that I had for that exact scenario against the lefty, because I'm just being still. I'm letting things flow around me. So what do? I go to the box, first pitch fastball. I like foul it, but I feel myself a little too out front, right? Just slightly. So I'm thinking, like, he's gonna come with this curveball right here, and if he doesn't, I know it's coming. He's gonna give me a curveball at some point. And it's that slow, loopy lefty on lefty curveball that sweeps across my body. And I had a coach tell me at my community college, like, the lefty pitch, the lefty curveball is working away from me, so it's easier to just go away with it, right? So boom, I'm going away. I'm sitting curveball low key. I was sitting curveball, and that's okay. Guessing pitches, we'll get into that. That's okay. Fundamentally, I knew I had my swing in me. It was within me. Threw me the curveball, stayed inside, boom, hit it off the left field wall.
And this one's lifted off the wall. 2 runs in. double and 2 RBIs for Evans.
And that was, I found my answer. That might have taken me, let's say, an hour to figure out, maybe 2 at bats. But I wasn't like worrying about it. When I was in the field, I was defending. When I was in the dugout, I was trying to will my team to succeed at who was at bat then. When I was on deck, when I was in the hole, I'm like, okay, let me think on this. I wasn't consumed. I wasn't chasing an answer. I was just flowing with the game. Whatever was needed upon me at the time, I was doing. And then when I had to have my opportunity to hit that hole, that on deck, that's where I locked in. And when I got to the plate, I wasn't thinking about nothing else other than what this pitcher was throwing me. I planned. Now back to it, that answer, right? We all want answers because we all got questions. We all want answers to something because we all got questions about something. Now that answer is within you. You don't need someone to. No one's gonna answer. No one's gonna give you the answer to your question. People are only gonna give you their opinions, their thoughts, which can be good in finding your answer sometimes. But the real answer to your own question is within you. And like I said, you don't chase it. You just be patient, be still in the moment, relax, clear your mind, go one thing at a time, and then you'll find it. It'll flow around you and you'll grab it, download it. So that's what I have on my mind today. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the divine for the download that I had in the gym today. So like I said, the gym supplies me with the information. It gives me the platform to download the information that I need. Thank you.